everybody and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I am just going to show you a little haul of books that I managed to find while looking around in the charity shops in my local area. So if you've been a fan of the channel for a while, you'll remember that sometime back I did a video on some of the books that I like to read and collect. And one of them authors was Jacqueline Wilson. You'll see her books here. So you'll see her books here on this shelf of the ones that I currently have. And I got really lucky when going to a local charity shop today. So first I'm going to show you the ones that I already have, and then I'm going to show you the finds in the charity shop that I now have to add to my collection. So these are the current Jacqueline Wilson books that I have along here, and then I've got some more down here. So as you can see, I've got some of the Tracy Beaker books. These ones, this is one of my favourites, which is Candy Floss. I've got Lily Alone. I've got the Lottie Project, Secrets, the Worry website, and then down here we have the Little Darlings, we have Best Friends, we've got Midnight, and we've got Lola Rose. I really like this one. And these are the ones that I currently own, that I've managed to find copies of right now. So like I said, they are currently the books that I've managed to get my hands on and add to my collection. So for anyone who hasn't seen my early video, Jacqueline Wilson was an author which I first began reading as a young teenager. I think she was actually one of the first books that I ever read, and I fell in love with her writing style. I thought her books were absolutely fantastic. They touch on some quite raw and emotional issues at times. And as I've got older, I've decided that I would like to collect and own books that have meant something to me. So I decided that I was going to try and get my hands on as many Jacqueline Wilson books as I can. Now, given that some of her books are very old, we're talking going back into the 80s and the 90s for some of her very earlier work, these are now impossible to buy from bookshops, places like that. And so the only places left for me to find these books nowadays is charity shops, or thrift shops as you call them in America. So that's what I did the other day, and just on a whim I popped into a few charity shops and kept my fingers crossed that I would find a couple of her books. Normally the ones that I find are ones that I already own, which are probably some of the most popular ones that she's done. But on this occasion I got really lucky, and I managed to pick up quite a good haul of books. So I thought I would show you them today. So the very first book I've got here in my hand, and it is Jacqueline Wilson's Love Lessons. Now, I remember reading this as a teenager, haven't read it since, but I do remember it being fun, and again, I just would like to add all her books to my collection. And then the next one I got is Paws and Whiskers by Jacqueline Wilson. Now, the downside to having to get your books from places like the charity shops is that you're going to get sometimes stickers or things wrote in the books. I have made a very failed attempt, as you can see, to try and get this sticker off, but it is just damaging the cover of the book, so I'm just going to have to leave it, unfortunately. And this one, no, it wasn't this one. There's another one that's also got writing on the inside, so they're not always in the best condition, but this isn't really a bad condition at all. It just has the sticker stuck on the front, which I will make some attempts to get off. If anyone's got any recommendations on how to remove these kind of sticky stickers from book covers without destroying the cover, please drop that in the comments below. I would really love some advice on how to get this off. But yeah, that's Paws and Whiskers by Jacqueline Wilson. Now the next one I managed to get my hands on was one of the Tracy Beakers that I do not have, and it's starring Tracy Beaker. And as you can see, this one is in hardback. And to be fair, it is in really, really good condition. It's obviously a little bit like dog-eared around the sides and the bottom, but genuinely this book is in fantastic condition. I'll show you what it looks like without the dust cover on. So that is the dust cover. And if we take the dust cover off, it is literally just plain with the author and the book on the side, and that is it. So sometimes you can get some of the books where the dust cover is removed to reveal a different sort of picture. Unfortunately, in this case, a lot of the Jacqueline Wilson books are not like that. But yeah, so this is the next one that I managed to find, and that is starring Tracy Beaker. Now, I think that means I only have one book left and I'll have the full Tracy Beaker series. I was obsessed with Tracy Beaker when I was younger. I read all the books. I even watched the TV adaptation, if anybody remembers that. I think it was on the BBC. And they adapted the Tracy Beaker books into a series, and that has been redone again recently to show Tracy's life as she got older. And then the next one I got is another hardback, and it is Cookie. Now, I actually don't think I read this one as a child, so I might actually give this one a read. And again, the condition of this, barring a little bit of scuff around the edge, which is to be expected, the condition of this is absolutely fantastic. It is beautiful. And again, it is one of those ones that's just a plain colour inside the dust cover. So obviously we will keep the cover on it. But yes, that is the book that I've got, which will be going up there on the shelf. That is it with the Jacqueline Wilson books. So I managed to get 4 of them, which for me is a pretty good find for a charity shop. Normally I only find 1 if I'm lucky, so to come out with 4 of them was a pretty good deal for me. So I'm pretty cool with this. And let's say 2 paperbacks, 2 hardbacks, and these books were 50p. I mean, you can't complain for the condition that they're in for 50p. This is not bad. Like 50p a book, who can complain about that? And I did pick up 1 extra book. Now, it's not Jacqueline Wilson, so it's not for the collection, but if I move out of your way, you will notice here that I have a Harry Potter shelf. I am a huge Harry Potter fan. I know there's a lot of controversy at the moment surrounding J.K. Rowling. I'm not going to comment on that, but I am a huge fan of Harry Potter. And one of the other books that I did find in the charity shop was actually one of J.K. Rowling's newer books, and I have not read this one, so I thought I'd give this one a try. Now, it's called The Casual Vacancy. So I'm just going to read what it says on the back of the book. So it says, in the idyllic small town of Pagford, a councillor dies and leaves a casual vacancy, an empty seat in the parish council. In the election for his successor that follows, it is clear that behind the pretty surface, this is a town at war. Rich at war with the poor, wives at war with husbands, teachers at war with pupils. Pagford is not what it first seems to be. From the smallest of elections in a sleepy British town, J.K. Rowling conjures an epic, emotional and compulsively readable tale that has had millions of readers hooked. And like I say, I bought it from the charity shop, so there's no need for any comments saying that I'm supporting J.K. Rowling or anything like that. She doesn't get any royalties from books bought from a charity shop, so, but I do like her Harry Potter books, and I decided I would give this one a try. So this is the extra book from my book haul. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to move some of these books around and get my new books up on the shelf and added to the collections. And yes, let's get that done now. So let's get the books on the shelf. here are the books now on the shelf. So as you can see, I've now got the starring Tracy the Story of Tracy Beaker, The Dare Game with Tracy Beaker, and starring Tracy Beaker. So I'm close to getting that little collection done. And there's the first shelf. And then down here, we're now almost filled the second shelf. And don't count this one. This one's not Jacqueline Wilson, so it's just these ones, all the colourful ones. So yeah, I've nearly got 2 full shelves of her books now. Just to recreate my childhood, basically. She was such a big author for me as a child. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with getting the shelves filled up with the books. So I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone for watching today's video, and I'm so sorry that it has been such a long time since I've filmed a video for this channel. I do have quite a few videos coming up, so there will be, hopefully, we will continue this journey of hunting down the Jacqueline Wilson books, and if I get any more book hauls, I will sure to let you know. I'm also thinking about doing some more reading vlogs, going through the books that I've been reading most recently. Probably a few sort of read with me videos where I maybe do some live reactions to a new book that I choose to read. So let me know in the comments if you've got ideas for videos that you would like to see coming up in the near future. Don't forget guys, if you are enjoying the channel and you are a big book lover, the same as myself, then please remember to give this video a huge thumbs up. Also, if you are not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you never miss a video when it gets uploaded. And that is all I have for you today, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon in the next video. Bye guys.